If you could travel to the past and write a letter to your future self, what would you say? Evelyn sat alone in her favorite armchair, the late afternoon sun casting a warm glow through the lace curtains of her cozy living room. The room was filled with memories, photographs lining the mantelpiece, souvenirs from travels long past, and bookshelves brimming with stories she had cherished over the decades. Now at 72, Evelyn felt the weight of time more acutely than ever. Her hands trembled slightly as she reached for a dusty wooden box tucked away in the corner. It was an old keepsake box handed down from her grandmother, filled with mementos from Evelyn's youth. Today, she decided she would delve into the past and uncover something she had long forgotten. Opening the box, she found a stack of letters tied together with a faded ribbon. Her heart skipped a beat as she recognized her own handwriting from years ago. Carefully, she selected the topmost letter, her fingers tracing the elegant script. "Dear future me," it began, "if you could travel to the past and write a letter to your future self, what would you say?" Evelyn smiled wistfully. She remembered the day she wrote it like it was yesterday. She was 19, full of dreams and uncertainties, standing on the precipice of adulthood. The question had haunted her then, a prompt for a creative writing assignment, but it had lingered in her mind long after. She sat down at the old oak desk that had belonged to her father, its surface scarred with years of use. The desk was positioned by the window, offering a view of the sprawling oak tree in the backyard, a tree that had witnessed so many of her life's moments. As she opened the letter, memories flooded back, each word a doorway to the past. If you could travel to the past and write a letter to your future self, what would you say? Evelyn had pondered the question deeply. She had written about her fears of the unknown, her hopes for love and success, and her determination to stay true to herself despite the challenges ahead. Now, decades later, holding that letter felt surreal. She read through her youthful sentiments, each line a testament to her journey. Some dreams had been realized, others had faded, and new aspirations had taken their place. As she finished reading, tears welled up in her eyes, not of sadness, but of profound gratitude for the life she had lived. Evelyn leaned back, contemplating the twists and turns her life had taken. She had married her high school sweetheart, Thomas, and together they had built a life filled with love and laughter. They had faced hardships, financial struggles, the loss of loved ones, and Thomas's battle with illness, but they had always found strength in each other. Her mind wandered to the present moment, to the empty chair across from her where Thomas once sat, his presence now a cherished memory. She missed him dearly, especially during quiet evenings like this, when the house felt too still. Yet she felt his spirit in every corner, in the way the sunlight danced on the hardwood floors, and in the scent of his favorite cologne that still lingered in the air. Evelyn reached for her pen and a blank sheet of paper. Inspired by her old letter, she decided to write one of her own, this time not to her past self, but to her future self. A future that was now, a present she could embrace fully. "Dear Evelyn," she began, her handwriting steady despite the emotion swirling within her. "As I sit here reflecting on the years that have passed, I want to remind you of the strength and resilience that have carried you through every storm. Remember the dreams you held on to, the love you shared, and the moments that defined you. Embrace each day with the same courage and grace that has always been your guide." She paused, her thoughts drifting to the younger Evelyn, the one who had written the original letter, full of questions and uncertainties. She wanted to reassure her younger self, to offer wisdom that only time could provide. "Cherish the people around you," she continued, "and never take a single moment for granted. Life is a tapestry of joy and sorrow, and each thread weaves a story worth telling. When challenges arise, remember how far you've come and the love that surrounds you. Keep dreaming, keep believing, and most importantly, keep loving." As she signed her name, Evelyn felt a sense of closure and peace. Writing the letter had been a journey through her own heart, a way to honor the past while embracing the present. She folded the paper carefully and placed it beside the original letter, a bridge between who she was and who she had become. The room seemed to hold its breath, the silence filled with the echoes of her memories and the promise of tomorrow. Evelyn looked out the window, watching the golden leaves of autumn dance in the gentle breeze. She felt a deep connection to her past, a gratitude for her experiences, and a hopeful anticipation for whatever lay ahead. In that moment, Evelyn realized that while she couldn't change the past, she could cherish it and let it inform her present. The letters were not just words on paper. They were a testament to a life well lived, a narrative of love, loss, and unwavering hope. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow across the room, Evelyn felt a renewed sense of purpose. She would share her story, not just for herself, but for others who might find solace and inspiration in the journey she had traveled. With a final glance at the letters, she stood up, ready to embrace the next chapter of her life, with open arms and a heart full of gratitude. The following morning, the first light of dawn seeped through the curtains, casting delicate patterns on Evelyn's bedside table. She awoke with a lingering sense of tranquility, the emotions from the previous day still resonating within her. Determined to delve deeper into her memories, she decided to revisit some of the mementos that had shaped her life. Evelyn moved gracefully through her home, each step a testament to the years that had passed. She made her way to the attic, a space she seldom visited, filled with the remnants of bygone eras. The wooden stairs creaked under her weight, a familiar sound that brought a smile to her face. Pushing open the heavy door, she was greeted by the dim light and the comforting scent of aged wood. Boxes were stacked haphazardly, each containing fragments of her history. She began to sift through them, her fingers brushing against old journals, forgotten photographs, and trinkets from travels long past. Each item sparked a memory, vivid and poignant. One particular box stood out, adorned with a delicate floral pattern that had faded over time. Carefully, she lifted the lid, revealing a collection of letters tied with a crimson ribbon. Her heart skipped a beat as she recognized the handwriting, her own from a time when the world seemed both vast and full of promise. Evelyn pulled out another letter, this one dated her 21st birthday. She unfolded it slowly, anticipation mingling with a hint of anxiety. The letter began similarly to the first, but this time it was more personal. "Dear future me," it read, "today I turn 21 and I feel like the world is at my feet. I'm about to graduate from college and I can't help but wonder what the future holds. I hope you found happiness, love, and fulfillment in everything you do." As Evelyn read, memories of her youth flooded back. She remembered the late-night study sessions, the excitement of graduation, and the whirlwind romance that followed. Thomas, her high school sweetheart, had been a significant part of her life then, their dreams intertwined with the hopes of a bright future. Her thoughts drifted to Thomas, who had been her anchor through many storms. They had planned to travel the world together, to explore places they had only read about in books. But life, with its unpredictable twists, had other plans. Evelyn's eyes welled up as she recalled the day Thomas fell ill. The diagnosis had come swiftly, leaving them both reeling. Despite their efforts and unwavering love, the disease had taken him away, leaving a void that no amount of time could fully heal. She folded the letter, placing it gently back into the box. The pain of loss was still fresh in her heart, especially during moments of solitude. Yet amidst the sorrow, there was also a sense of gratitude for the love they had shared, the memories they had created, and the strength she had found within herself to carry on. Evelyn decided to take a walk through her old neighborhood, a place that held so many chapters of her life. The streets were lined with trees, now heavy with autumn leaves, their colors a vibrant tapestry against the crisp air. She wandered past the cafe where she and Thomas had spent countless afternoons, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee still lingering in her mind. As she approached the park, she saw children playing, their laughter echoing through the air. It reminded her of her own childhood, of simpler times filled with innocence and wonder. She found a bench beneath the old oak tree, the same one she had sat under with Thomas, watching the sunset paint the sky in hues of orange and pink. Sitting down, Evelyn closed her eyes, letting the sounds and scents of the park envelop her. She could almost feel Thomas's presence beside her, his hand warm in hers. The memories were bittersweet, a blend of joy and heartache that defined her journey. Opening her eyes, she took out her phone and began to type a message to her daughter, Lily. It had been years since they had sat down together to share stories, and Evelyn felt a deep longing to bridge the gap that time and circumstance had widened. "Good morning, sweetheart. I was just reminiscing about the old days and thought I'd share a story with you. Let's meet at the park this weekend. I have something special to show you." Sending the message, Evelyn felt a flicker of hope. She wanted to pass down her experiences, her lessons of resilience and love, to the next generation. She wanted Lily to understand the importance of cherishing every moment, of finding strength in the face of adversity, and of holding on to hope even when the nights seemed darkest. As she sat there, the sun began its descent, casting a golden glow over the park. Evelyn watched as families gathered, couples walked hand in hand, and friends laughed together. It was a reminder that life continued, a perpetual cycle of beginnings and endings, joys and sorrows. In that serene moment, Evelyn made a silent promise to herself. She would honor her past by living fully in the present, embracing each day with gratitude and grace. She would share her story, not just as a memoir of her own life, but as a beacon for others navigating their own paths. With a final glance at the vibrant horizon, Evelyn stood up, feeling lighter than she had in years. The echoes of the past had guided her to a place of acceptance and peace, ready to embrace the chapters yet to be written. The weekend arrived with a crisp morning air, the kind that invigorates the soul and awakens dormant memories. Evelyn woke early, the anticipation of meeting her daughter, Lily, filling her with a mixture of excitement and nervousness. She brewed a pot of coffee, the rich aroma permeating the house, and carefully arranged a basket with the letters she had discovered, now neatly tied together with ribbons. As she dressed, Evelyn glanced at her reflection in the hallway mirror. Her silver hair was neatly pinned back, and she chose a simple yet elegant outfit, something that reflected both her age and her timeless grace. Taking a deep breath, she steeled herself for the meeting ahead. Lily arrived promptly at 10 o'clock, her presence a whirlwind of youthful energy and modern style. At 28, she had moved to the city years ago to pursue her career, a decision that had created a physical and emotional distance between them. They greeted each other with a warm, albeit slightly awkward hug, the kind that spoke of both longing and restraint. "Hi, Mom," Lily said softly, her eyes reflecting a mixture of love and uncertainty. "Hi, sweetheart," Evelyn replied, her voice gentle. "Thank you for coming." They settled on the park bench beneath the old oak tree, the same one Evelyn had often sat under with Thomas. The leaves rustled overhead, creating a soothing backdrop for their conversation. Evelyn reached into the basket and carefully laid out the stack of letters. "I wanted to share something special with you," she began. "These are letters I wrote to myself over the years. They contain my hopes, fears, and the lessons I've learned." Lily picked up the first letter, her fingers tracing the faded ink. "This is beautiful, Mom. Why did you decide to share this now?" Evelyn took a deep breath, her eyes meeting Lily's. "I've been reflecting on my life, on the choices I've made and the paths I've taken. I realized that some of the most important lessons I've learned were written down in these letters. I wanted you to have them, to understand where I was coming from, and to maybe find some guidance in your own journey." Lily nodded, her eyes softening. "Thank you. It means a lot to me." As they began to read the letters together, memories unfolded like petals of a flower. Each letter was a snapshot of Evelyn's life at different stages. Her dreams as a young woman, the joy and heartbreak of love, the strength found in adversity, and the wisdom gained through years of experience. One letter, dated the day Thomas passed away, stood out. Evelyn had poured her heart into those words, expressing the pain of loss and the struggle to find meaning in the aftermath. "Dear future me," it began, "today is the hardest day of my life. Losing Thomas feels like losing a part of myself. I don't know how to move forward without him. Please find a way to heal and remember the love we shared." As Evelyn read the letter aloud, Lily reached out and took her mother's hand. "I'm so sorry you had to go through that, Mom. I can't imagine the pain you felt." Tears welled up in Evelyn's eyes, but she blinked them away, a testament to her resilience. "It was the darkest time of my life, but it also taught me the true meaning of strength and love. Thomas's memory has been my guiding light ever since." They continued to read through the letters, each one revealing layers of Evelyn's character and the depth of her experiences. Lily listened intently, absorbing not just the words, but the emotions behind them. As the afternoon sun began to dip toward the horizon, casting long shadows across the park, Evelyn felt a sense of connection that had been missing for years. Sharing her story with Lily bridged the gap that time and distance had created, weaving their lives together in a tapestry of shared understanding and newfound closeness. Lily closed the last letter, a thoughtful expression on her face. "You've lived such a full life, Mom. I'm inspired by your strength and your ability to find beauty in both the good and the bad." Evelyn smiled, a warmth spreading through her chest. "Thank you, Lily. I hope my story can help you navigate your own challenges and remind you that no matter what happens, you have the strength within you to overcome." They sat in comfortable silence for a moment, the bond between them strengthened by the shared experience. Evelyn reached into the basket once more and pulled out a blank letter. "I want you to write a letter to your future self, just like I did," she suggested. "It can be about anything, your dreams, your fears, your hopes. When you're ready, you can add it to this collection." Lily nodded thoughtfully. "I think I will. It's a beautiful idea." As they packed up their belongings and prepared to leave the park, Evelyn felt a renewed sense of purpose. Sharing her letters with Lily was not just a way to pass down her legacy, but a means to nurture their relationship and ensure that the lessons of the past would guide the future. Walking back to the car, hand in hand, Evelyn and Lily felt the weight of years lift, replaced by the promise of new beginnings and the unbreakable bond of family. The old oak tree stood tall behind them, a silent witness to their journey, its leaves whispering secrets of love, loss, and enduring hope. As the days turned into weeks, Evelyn and Lily found themselves drawn deeper into the collection of letters. Each one was a window into Evelyn's soul, revealing joys, sorrows, triumphs, and heartaches that had shaped her into the woman she had become. Their shared journey through these letters not only strengthened their bond, but also illuminated paths they had yet to explore together. One crisp Saturday morning, the sun peeked through the curtains, casting a golden hue across Evelyn's living room. The air was filled with the scent of freshly baked bread, a tradition Evelyn and Lily had cultivated to make their weekends special. Today, however, there was an added sense of anticipation in the air. Evelyn stood by the kitchen counter, carefully arranging slices of homemade bread with a smear of raspberry jam. Lily was already seated at the table, her laptop open but forgotten, as she glanced up to meet her mother's warm smile. "Good morning, Mom," Lily greeted, her eyes reflecting both curiosity and affection. "Good morning, sweetheart," Evelyn replied, placing a plate in front of Lily. "I thought we could continue our letter journey today, but with a slight twist." Lily raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "A twist? What do you mean?" Evelyn reached into the basket and pulled out another letter, this one slightly different from the rest. It was adorned with a delicate watercolor illustration of a sunrise, the colors vibrant and hopeful. "This letter was never sent," Evelyn explained, handing it to Lily. "It was a dream I had back in my 30s, a vision of what the future could hold, not just for me, but for both of us." Lily carefully unfolded the paper, her eyes scanning the familiar handwriting. "Dear future me, I dream of a time when we're not just sharing memories, but creating new ones together. I hope you found ways to reconnect and support each other through life's challenges. Remember that it's never too late to build bridges and cherish the present." Evelyn watched as Lily read, her heart swelling with a mixture of nostalgia and hope. "I wrote this during a particularly lonely period," she confessed. "After Thomas passed, I felt disconnected from the world and even from you. I wanted to remind myself that relationships need nurturing, that it's okay to reach out and seek connection." Lily reached across the table, taking her mother's hand in hers. "I'm glad you wrote this. I've felt that distance too, especially with my job keeping me so busy. Maybe it's time we make more of an effort to stay connected." Evelyn smiled, squeezing Lily's hand gently. "I'd like that very much." They decided to spend the day together, embarking on activities that would help bridge the gap that time and circumstance had created. Their first stop was the local botanical garden, a place filled with vibrant blooms and serene pathways that Evelyn had often visited with Thomas. As they walked through the garden, the colors and fragrances awakened memories of happier times. Evelyn pointed out her favorite flowers, the roses that symbolized love and resilience, the lilies that reminded her of purity and peace, and the sunflowers that always turned their faces toward the light. Thomas loved these roses, Evelyn reminisced, her eyes misting over. He used to say they were like us, beautiful but needing care to thrive. Lily nodded, her gaze tender. I can see why he loved them. They're stunning. They continued their stroll, eventually finding a secluded bench under a canopy of blooming cherry blossoms. The sight was breathtaking, petals gently cascading like pink snowflakes in the breeze. Sitting down, Evelyn took a deep breath, feeling the tranquility of the moment seep into her soul. There's something I want to share with you, Lily, she began softly. A dream I had that I never quite acted upon. Lily turned to her, curiosity piqued. What is it? Evelyn reached into her bag and pulled out a small, folded piece of paper. It was another letter, similar to the ones they had been reading together. She handed it to Lily, who unfolded it carefully. Dear future us, I dream of a day when we can travel together, exploring the places we've always talked about but never had the chance to visit. Whether it's the bustling streets of New York, the serene beaches of Hawaii, or the historic landmarks of Europe, I hope we can experience these adventures side by side, creating new memories and strengthening our bond. Lily read the letter, her eyes lighting up with excitement. That sounds incredible, Mom. I've always wanted to travel more, but life just seemed to get in the way. Evelyn nodded, a hopeful smile gracing her lips. Life has a way of doing that, doesn't it? But it's never too late to pursue those dreams. I want us to make this a reality, to seize the moments we have left and cherish them together. Moved by her mother's words, Lily felt a surge of determination. Let's do it. Let's plan a trip, somewhere we both wanted to go. It could be the start of something wonderful. Evelyn's eyes sparkled with joy. I'd love that. They spent the rest of the day discussing potential destinations, flipping through travel brochures, and dreaming aloud about the adventures that awaited them. The conversation flowed effortlessly, laughter and shared excitement filling the air. It was as if the barriers that had once seemed insurmountable were now dissolving, replaced by a newfound sense of connection and purpose. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, Evelyn and Lily sat on the bench, their plans taking shape. The botanical garden, with its timeless beauty, had once again been a witness to a pivotal moment in their lives, this time one of healing and hope. Evelyn looked at her daughter, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for the bond they were rebuilding. Thank you for being open to this, Lily. It means more to me than words can express. Lily reached out, placing her hand over her mother's. Thank you for sharing your story with me, Mom. It's helped me understand you better and see the strength you have. I'm excited for what's to come. In that serene moment, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the promise of tomorrow, Evelyn realized that the letters were not just a reflection of her past, but a beacon guiding her towards a brighter future. Together, she and Lily were weaving a new narrative, one of love, resilience, and the unbreakable ties that bound them across generations. The weeks that followed their heartfelt conversation were transformative for both Evelyn and Lily. The decision to embark on a journey together had ignited a spark of excitement and anticipation, bridging the emotional distance that had once seemed insurmountable. One sunny Saturday morning, Evelyn and Lily met at Evelyn's house to finalize their travel plans. The kitchen buzzed with activity as they spread out maps, travel brochures, and their laptops across the dining table. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee and pastries filled the room, adding to the sense of camaraderie. We've narrowed it down to 3 destinations, Lily announced, pointing to the brochures scattered before her. New York for its vibrant culture, Hawaii for its serene beaches, and Italy for its rich history and cuisine. Evelyn leaned back in her chair, contemplating the options. Each place has its own unique charm. New York offers endless opportunities for exploration and excitement. Hawaii promises relaxation and natural beauty. Italy, though, holds a special place in my heart. Lily smiled, recognizing the sentiment. I think Italy would be incredible. We can immerse ourselves in the culture, enjoy the food, and explore historical sites together. It feels like the perfect blend of adventure and connection. Evelyn nodded, a warm smile spreading across her face. I agree, Italy it is. With their destination decided, they began to plan the details of their trip. They booked flights, reserved accommodations, and created an itinerary that balanced sightseeing with moments of relaxation. As they worked, their conversations flowed effortlessly, filled with laughter and shared excitement. That evening, Evelyn and Lily sat together in the living room, sipping tea and reflecting on their progress. The sun had set, casting a soft glow through the windows and painting the room in hues of orange and pink. You know, Lily began thoughtfully, this trip feels like more than just a vacation. It's a chance for us to reconnect, to create new memories together. Evelyn reached out, taking her daughter's hand in hers. Exactly, it's an opportunity to honor the past while building a future. I want us to cherish every moment, to support each other through whatever comes our way. As the days turned into weeks, the anticipation of their upcoming journey infused their lives with renewed energy and purpose. Evelyn found herself reminiscing less about the past and looking forward to the adventures that awaited them. Lily, too, felt a deep sense of gratitude for the time she was spending with her mother, appreciating the wisdom and love that Evelyn shared so generously. One afternoon, as they were finalizing their packing list, Lily stumbled upon another letter in the box. It was dated her mother's 40th birthday and carried a different tone, one of introspection and hope. Dear future me, by the time you read this, I hope you found the courage to pursue your passions without fear of failure. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes the path you least expect leads to the most fulfilling destinations. Embrace change, take risks, and never lose sight of what truly matters. Evelyn looked up, noticing Lily's thoughtful expression. I wrote this during a time when I was feeling stuck, unsure of my next steps. It was a reminder to myself to stay true to my heart and to embrace the unknown. Lily nodded, absorbing the message. It's inspiring, Mom. It reminds me that it's okay to take risks and follow my dreams, even if the outcome is uncertain. Evelyn smiled, proud of the resilience and understanding her daughter was displaying. Exactly, life is a series of choices, some easier than others, but each one shapes who we become. I want you to feel empowered to make the decisions that bring you happiness and fulfillment. As they continued to prepare for their trip, the letters became a source of inspiration and guidance. Each one offered a glimpse into Evelyn's experiences and the lessons she had learned, providing both comfort and encouragement for their shared journey ahead. The day of their departure arrived, bringing with it a mix of excitement and nervousness. Evelyn and Lily stood together at the airport, their suitcases packed and passports in hand. The bustling terminal was filled with people embarking on their own adventures, each with their own stories and dreams. Evelyn squeezed Lily's shoulder gently. Remember, no matter what happens, we're in this together. Let's embrace every moment and make the most of our time. Lily returned the gesture with a warm smile. Absolutely. I'm ready for this, Mom. As they boarded the plane, Evelyn felt a sense of liberation. The letters had not only helped her reconnect with Lily, but had also prepared her for this new chapter. The journey ahead was uncertain, but with resilience, love, and the lessons of the past, she felt confident they could navigate whatever came their way. The plane took off, soaring into the sky and leaving behind the familiar landscape. Evelyn looked out the window, the cityscape shrinking beneath them, and felt a surge of hope. This trip was more than a vacation. It was a testament to their bond and a celebration of life's endless possibilities. The journey from their hometown to Italy was filled with anticipation and the promise of new beginnings. Evelyn and Lily settled into their seats on the long-haul flight, the hum of the engines a steady backdrop to their thoughts. As the plane soared above the clouds, Evelyn reached into her carry-on bag and pulled out a well-worn journal. She had decided to document their journey, capturing not just the sights they would see, but the emotions and reflections that accompanied each moment. Would you like to start writing? Evelyn offered, handing the journal to Lily. Lily accepted it with a curious smile. I'd love to. It feels like a way to make this experience even more meaningful. They spent the first few hours sharing stories, their conversation a blend of past memories and future dreams. Evelyn recounted tales of her younger days, the challenges she had faced, and the triumphs that had shaped her. Lily listened intently, gaining a deeper understanding of the woman who had been her pillar of strength. As the flight progressed, the sky darkened, and the twinkling lights of their destination came into view. The anticipation of landing in Italy filled them with excitement, each of them eager to explore the wonders that awaited. Upon arrival, the warm Mediterranean breeze greeted them as they stepped out of the airport. The air was infused with the scent of blooming flowers and the distant sound of church bells. They made their way to their hotel in Florence, a city renowned for its art, history, and architecture. Their first evening was spent strolling through the cobblestone streets, the golden hues of the setting sun casting a magical glow over the city. Evelyn pointed out landmarks that held personal significance, sharing stories of visits she had made years ago with Thomas. "We're here, Lily," Evelyn said, softly, standing before the majestic Florence Cathedral. "This was one of our favorite places." Thomas loved the intricate details and the grandeur of the architecture. Lily looked up, taking in the beauty of the cathedral. "It's breathtaking, Mom. I can see why he loved it so much." They paused for a moment, allowing the serenity of the moment to wash over them. Evelyn felt a sense of peace knowing that she was honoring Thomas's memory by sharing this experience with her daughter. The next morning, they visited the Uffizi Gallery, home to some of the most famous artworks in the world. As they wandered through the halls, Evelyn marveled at the masterpieces, each painting a testament to human creativity and emotion. Standing before Botticelli's The Birth of Venus, Evelyn felt a deep connection to the beauty and grace depicted in the artwork. She turned to Lily, who was equally mesmerized. "Art has a way of capturing the essence of life," Evelyn mused. "It reminds us of the beauty that exists even in the simplest moments." Lily nodded, her eyes reflecting the awe she felt. "It's incredible how these pieces can evoke so many emotions. It makes me appreciate the power of creativity and expression." As the days passed, Evelyn and Lily immersed themselves in the rich culture of Italy. They explored ancient ruins, savored authentic Italian cuisine, and engaged with locals who shared stories of their own lives and traditions. Each experience deepened their bond, weaving new memories into the fabric of their relationship. One afternoon, they decided to take a day trip to the Tuscan countryside, the rolling hills and vineyards offering a stark contrast to the bustling city life of Florence. They visited a small, family-run winery where they participated in a wine tasting session, learning about the delicate balance of flavors and the art of winemaking. As they sat in the vineyard, enjoying the serene landscape, Evelyn reflected on the journey they were on. Travel has a way of bringing people closer, don't you think? It exposes us to new perspectives and helps us appreciate the world in ways we never imagined. Lily smiled, leaning back in her chair. "Absolutely. It's like each place has its own story, and we're part of that narrative now. I feel like we're not just visiting these places. We're becoming a part of them." Evelyn reached out, taking Lily's hand in hers. "That's exactly how I feel. This trip is a chapter in both our lives, a story we're writing together." As the sun began to set over the Tuscan hills, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, Evelyn felt a profound sense of gratitude. The letters she had written years ago had not only guided her, but had also paved the way for this beautiful journey with her daughter. Together, they were creating a legacy of love, resilience, and enduring connection. Italy had a way of enchanting its visitors, and Evelyn and Lily found themselves falling deeper in love with the country's charm each day. From the art-filled streets of Florence to the romantic canals of Venice, every moment was a treasure waiting to be discovered. One evening, they decided to visit a quaint trattoria recommended by a local friend. The restaurant, tucked away in a narrow alley, exuded a welcoming warmth with its rustic decor and the inviting aroma of homemade pasta. As they settled into their seats, the waiter greeted them with a friendly smile. "Welcome. Please take your time to look at the menu. Our specialties are fresh seafood and traditional Tuscan dishes." Evelyn glanced around, appreciating the cozy ambiance. "This place feels perfect. It's intimate and full of character." Lily nodded, her eyes sparkling with excitement. I can't wait to try the food. It smells amazing. They began their meal with a selection of antipasti, assorted cheeses, olives, and bruschetta topped with ripe tomatoes and basil. As they savored each bite, the conversation flowed effortlessly, their bond growing stronger with every shared dish. Mom, Lily began thoughtfully, I've been thinking a lot about our relationship. Before this trip, I felt like we were living parallel lives, each caught up in our own routines and responsibilities. But being here with you, experiencing these moments together, it feels like we're truly connecting. Evelyn reached across the table, taking Lily's hand in hers. I feel the same way, sweetheart. Life often pulls us in different directions, but moments like these remind me of what's truly important. Our connection, our love, and the memories we create together. Lily smiled, squeezing her mother's hand gently. I'm grateful for this opportunity, Mom. It's teaching me so much about you and about myself. Evelyn felt a swell of emotion, touched by her daughter's honesty and vulnerability. I'm grateful too, Lily. These letters were a way for me to share my journey with you, but being here together, living these experiences, is even more meaningful. Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of their main courses, fresh seafood pasta for Evelyn and a hearty risotto for Lily. They ate slowly, savoring each bite in the warmth of their shared connection. As they finished their meal, Evelyn pulled out her journal, flipping to a blank page. I'd like to write something, she said, gesturing for Lily to join her. They sat together, pens in hand, and began to document their thoughts and feelings. Evelyn wrote about the importance of their bond, the strength they found in each other, and the beauty of shared experiences. Lily penned her reflections on personal growth, the lessons she was learning from her mother, and the hope she felt for their future. When they finished, they read their entries aloud, the words resonating deeply within them. It was a moment of pure connection, a testament to the journey they were on and the love that bound them together. As they left the trattoria, hand in hand, the night sky was ablaze with stars, each one a silent witness to their newfound closeness. Evelyn felt a profound sense of fulfillment, knowing that this trip was not just about exploring Italy, but about rediscovering each other. The following day, Evelyn and Lily decided to venture beyond the well-trodden tourist paths, eager to uncover the hidden gems of Italy. They rented bicycles and set out to explore the countryside, the open road ahead symbolizing the freedom and possibility that their journey represented. Their ride led them to a small village nestled between rolling hills and vineyards, a place seemingly untouched by time. The narrow streets were lined with stone houses adorned with vibrant flowers, and the air was filled with the melodious sounds of birdsong and laughter. As they cycled through the village, they encountered friendly locals who welcomed them with warm smiles and open arms. Evelyn and Lily found themselves drawn to a charming piazza at the center of the village where a local festival was in full swing. Colorful banners fluttered in the breeze, and tables laden with delicious food and handcrafted goods adorned the square. Musicians played lively tunes, and dancers twirled gracefully, their movements a celebration of life and community. Evelyn and Lily joined the festivities, immersing themselves in the joyous atmosphere. They sampled traditional dishes, their taste buds delighting in the rich flavors and fresh ingredients. Evelyn couldn't help but marvel at the simplicity and authenticity of the experience, a stark contrast to the bustling cities they had visited earlier. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the village, Evelyn noticed an elderly woman sitting alone on a bench, her eyes fixed on the horizon. Intrigued, she approached her, Lily following close behind. Good evening, Evelyn greeted softly. Is everything all right? The woman looked up, her eyes reflecting a lifetime of stories. Good evening, dear. I'm just watching the sunset. It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? Evelyn nodded, taking a seat beside her. It truly is. My daughter and I are travelers, exploring the beauty of Italy together. The woman smiled, her gaze gentle. That's wonderful. Traveling can be a transformative experience, connecting us to places and people in ways we never imagined. Lily chimed in. We're rediscovering our relationship and creating new memories. It's been an incredible journey so far. The woman listened thoughtfully, then reached into her bag and pulled out a small, worn book. I have something that might interest you, she said, handing the book to Evelyn. It's a collection of stories from travelers who found more than just sights on their journeys. Perhaps it will inspire you as you continue your own adventure. Evelyn accepted the book with gratitude. Thank you. It's very kind of you. As they flipped through the pages, Evelyn felt a sense of connection to the woman and the stories within the book. Each tale was a testament to the power of travel to heal, inspire, and transform lives. It was a reminder of the importance of their journey together and the impact it was having on both of them. Before they left, the woman offered a few words of wisdom. Remember, the true essence of travel lies not just in the places you visit, but in the people you meet and the connections you make. Cherish these moments, for they are the threads that weave the tapestry of your lives. Evelyn and Lily thanked her, feeling enriched by the encounter. As they continued their exploration of the village, they carried with them the wisdom of the elderly woman, inspired to embrace every opportunity for connection and growth. That evening, back at their accommodation, Evelyn and Lily sat together, reflecting on the day's experiences. The stories from the book echoed in their minds, reinforcing the significance of their journey. I think this trip is teaching us more than just about Italy, Lily mused. It's teaching us about ourselves and each other. Evelyn nodded, her heart full. Yes, it's a journey of discovery, not just of new places, but of our own hearts and the bond we share. As they prepared for bed, Evelyn felt a deep sense of contentment. The forgotten paths they had explored had led them to unexpected places, both geographically and emotionally. With each passing day, their relationship grew stronger, grounded in love, understanding, and the shared experiences that were shaping their lives. The days in Italy continued to unfold with beauty and significance, each moment adding depth to Evelyn and Lily's journey. As they delved deeper into the heart of the country, they found themselves reflecting not only on their present experiences, but also on the enduring legacy of love that had brought them together. One afternoon, they decided to visit the historic city of Venice, renowned for its intricate canals and romantic ambiance. The gondolas glided gracefully through the waterways, and the architecture stood as a testament to centuries of artistry and craftsmanship. As they wandered through the narrow alleys and across quaint bridges, Evelyn felt a sense of nostalgia wash over her. Venice had been a place of profound meaning in her relationship with Thomas, a city where they had shared some of their most cherished moments. Venice holds so many memories for me, Evelyn said softly, her eyes gazing at the serene canals. Thomas and I spent many days here, exploring the hidden corners and reveling in the beauty around us. Lily listened intently, sensing the depth of her mother's emotions. Would you like to share one of those memories with me? Evelyn took a deep breath, her heart swelling with love and longing. Of course. There was one evening in particular that stands out. We had just arrived in Venice, and the city was bathed in the golden light of sunset. We decided to take a gondola ride, drifting through the quiet canals as the day turned to night. She paused, her eyes misting over with the memory. Thomas had brought a small bottle of wine and 2 glasses. We sat on the gondola, sipping the wine and watching the reflections of the buildings dance on the water's surface. It was a moment of pure peace and connection, a reminder of why we fell in love in the first place. Lily reached out, taking her mother's hand in hers. It sounds like a beautiful memory, Mom. I can see why Venice is so special to you. Evelyn smiled, feeling a warmth spread through her. It was a moment that encapsulated our love, simple yet profound. Sharing it with you now makes it even more meaningful. As they continued their exploration, Evelyn and Lily stumbled upon a small, hidden courtyard adorned with vibrant flowers and ivy-covered walls. In the center stood an old ornate fountain, its waters cascading in a soothing melody. Evelyn felt compelled to sit by the fountain, the familiar setting evoking a sense of tranquility. She pulled out her journal, opening it to a blank page. I want to write down this memory, she said, her voice steady despite the emotion swirling within her. Lily joined her, pulling out her own journal. I'd like to do that too. It's a way to honor your story and keep these moments alive. They spent the next hour writing, their pens moving across the pages as they captured the essence of Evelyn's memory and their own reflections on love and connection. It was a therapeutic exercise, allowing them to process their emotions and solidify the bond that was growing stronger with each passing day. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and purple, Evelyn and Lily shared their writings with each other. The words were a testament to their journey, a blend of past and present, love and resilience. "This is beautiful," Lily whispered, her eyes glistening with tears. "Thank you for sharing your heart with me, Mom." Evelyn reached out, gently wiping away a tear from her daughter's cheek. "Thank you for being here, Lily. Your presence makes these memories even more precious." They sat together in silence, the sounds of Venice enveloping them in a cocoon of serenity. In that moment, Evelyn realized that their journey was not just about exploring new places, but about healing and growing together. The echoes of love that had once defined her relationship with Thomas were now intertwining with the love she shared with Lily, creating a legacy that would endure for generations. As they made their way back to their hotel, hand in hand, Evelyn felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The love that had guided her through the darkest times was now a beacon of hope and strength, illuminating the path forward. No journey is without its challenges, and Evelyn and Lily soon found themselves facing an unexpected storm that tested their resilience and the strength of their bond. One evening, as they were preparing to dine at a local restaurant, dark clouds began to gather on the horizon. The weather forecast had predicted clear skies, but nature had other plans. Within minutes, a fierce storm swept through the city, turning the picturesque streets into a maze of rushing water and strong winds. "Looks like we're in for a rough night," Evelyn remarked, glancing out the window as the first raindrops began to fall. Lily frowned, her initial optimism giving way to concern. "Should we stay here or find somewhere else to wait it out?" Evelyn thought for a moment, considering their options. "Let's head back to the hotel. It's safer, and we can wait until it passes." They hurriedly gathered their belongings, navigating the slippery streets with caution. The storm intensified, the wind howling and the rain pounding against the pavement. Visibility was low, and the city's vibrant energy was replaced by a sense of urgency and chaos. As they approached their hotel, the power flickered and then went out, plunging the building into darkness. Evelyn and Lily found themselves in a dimly lit lobby, the storm raging outside with relentless force. "Do you think the power will come back on soon?" Lily asked, her voice tinged with worry. Evelyn placed a reassuring hand on her daughter's shoulder. "We'll be okay. Let's find a place to sit and wait it out together." They settled into a corner of the lobby, the sounds of the storm a constant reminder of the unpredictability of life. Evelyn pulled out a blanket and draped it over their shoulders, creating a small cocoon of warmth and comfort. As the minutes stretched into hours, they shared stories and memories to pass the time. Evelyn recounted tales of past storms she had weathered, both literal and metaphorical, drawing parallels to their current situation. "There was a time in my life when everything seemed to be falling apart," Evelyn began, her voice steady despite the turmoil outside. "Thomas was battling his illness, and it felt like the storm would never end. But we held on to each other, finding strength in our love and resilience in our shared hope." Lily listened intently, drawing strength from her mother's words. "I can't imagine how hard that must have been, Mom, but you both made it through." Evelyn nodded, her eyes reflecting the memories. "We did, and it taught me that no matter how fierce the storm, we have the capacity to endure and emerge stronger on the other side." As the night wore on, the storm began to subside, the winds dying down and the rain tapering off to a gentle drizzle. The power flickered back on, illuminating the lobby with a soft, warm light. Evelyn and Lily stood up, stretching their cramped muscles and feeling the weight of the night lift. The storm had passed, leaving behind a sense of calm and renewal. "Thank goodness it's over," Lily sighed, a smile breaking through her earlier worry. Evelyn returned the smile, her heart full. "Yes, it is, and we've weathered it together, just like we've faced everything else." As they made their way back to their room, the first hints of dawn began to appear on the horizon, signaling a new day and new beginnings. The storm had been a test, a reminder of their resilience and the unbreakable bond they shared. In the quiet moments before sunrise, Evelyn and Lily sat together on the balcony, watching as the sky transformed from dark to light. The challenges they had faced only served to strengthen their relationship, reinforcing the lessons of love, resilience, and unwavering hope. Evelyn felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey they had undertaken and the experiences that had shaped them. The letters she had written had been a guide, but it was their shared strength and love that had truly carried them through. As the sun rose, casting its golden rays over the city, Evelyn and Lily embraced the promise of a new day, ready to continue their journey with hearts full of love and spirits unbroken. With the storm behind them, Evelyn and Lily approached the final leg of their Italian journey. Their trip had been a tapestry of emotions, filled with laughter, tears, discovery, and profound connection. As they prepared to return home, a sense of both sadness and fulfillment settled over them. On their last day in Italy, they decided to visit a serene lakeside town that Evelyn had always wanted to explore. The tranquil waters and picturesque scenery provided the perfect backdrop for reflection and closure. As they walked along the shoreline, the gentle lapping of the waves against the shore created a soothing rhythm. The sun shone brightly, casting shimmering reflections on the water's surface. It was a day of quiet contemplation, a moment to savor the beauty around them. Sitting on a bench overlooking the lake, Evelyn pulled out her journal once more. "I think it's time to write the final letter," she said softly, turning to Lily. Lily looked at her mother, curiosity and understanding in her eyes. "Do you mean a letter to your past self, or is this something new?" Evelyn smiled, the decision clear in her mind. "This one is different. It's a letter to our future selves, an encapsulation of everything we've experienced and learned on this journey. It's a way to honor the growth we've achieved and to set intentions for the future." Lily nodded, moved by her mother's words. "I'd like that. It feels like the perfect way to conclude our trip." They sat in comfortable silence for a moment, the beauty of the lake reflecting their inner peace. Evelyn began to write, her pen moving gracefully across the page. "Dear future Evelyn and Lily," she wrote, "as we sit by this serene lake, we reflect on the journey that has brought us here. The love and resilience we've shared have strengthened our bond in ways we never imagined. We have faced challenges and celebrated joys, each moment a testament to our unwavering connection." Lily watched her mother write, feeling inspired to contribute her own thoughts. Evelyn looked up, catching her daughter's eye and offering a reassuring smile. "May we carry the lessons of this journey with us," Evelyn continued, "embracing each day with gratitude, love, and the courage to pursue our dreams. Let us remember the importance of family, the power of resilience, and the beauty of shared experiences. May our hearts remain open, our spirits strong, and our bond unbreakable." Lily took her turn, her handwriting neat and deliberate. "Dear future Evelyn and Lily," she began, "this journey has taught us the true meaning of connection and the strength we find in each other. We have created memories that will last a lifetime and discovered aspects of ourselves we never knew existed. As we move forward, let us continue to support and uplift one another, cherishing every moment and facing each challenge with the same resilience we have shown on this trip." Evelyn and Lily exchanged their letters, reading each other's words with tears of joy and gratitude. The letters were a culmination of their journey, a symbol of their growth, love, and the unbreakable bond they shared. As they folded the letters, Evelyn felt a profound sense of closure. "This has been the most meaningful journey of my life," she whispered, her voice filled with emotion. Lily reached out, pulling her mother into a gentle embrace. "Mine too, Mom. I'm so grateful for every moment we've shared." They decided to bury the letters in a small garden near the lake, a place where they could return and reflect on their journey whenever they needed to. With shovels in hand, they carefully dug a small hole beneath a blossoming cherry tree, the perfect place to honor their letters. As they placed the letters in the ground, Evelyn and Lily felt a sense of fulfillment and peace. They had come full circle, their journey marked by love, resilience, and the enduring power of family. Standing up, they brushed off their hands and looked around, the beauty of the garden surrounding them. The sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the landscape and signaling the end of their time in Italy. As they made their way back to the hotel, Evelyn felt a deep sense of gratitude for the experiences they had shared and the bond they had strengthened. The letters were more than just words on paper. They were a legacy of love and resilience, a testament to the journey they had undertaken together. That night, as they packed their bags for the journey home, Evelyn and Lily shared one last toast, raising their glasses to the memories they had created and the future that awaited them. To love, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between mother and daughter, Evelyn declared, her eyes shining with emotion. Lily echoed her sentiment, clinking her glass gently against her mother's. To us. As they boarded their flight back home, Evelyn felt a profound sense of closure and hope. Their journey had been a testament to the enduring power of love and the strength found in resilience. With hearts full of gratitude and spirits uplifted, they were ready to embrace the next chapter of their lives, forever bound by the memories and lessons of their incredible journey together. The flight home was filled with a quiet reflection, the hum of the engines a constant reminder of the journey's end and the new beginnings that awaited them. Evelyn and Lily sat side by side, the letters they had buried in Italy serving as a lasting symbol of their growth and connection. As the plane descended towards their hometown, the familiar sights of their city coming into view, Evelyn felt a mix of emotions. There was a sense of nostalgia for the moments they had left behind, but also excitement for the future they were about to embrace together. Upon landing, they made their way through the bustling airport, reuniting with friends and family who greeted them with warm hugs and eager questions about their trip. The stories they shared were met with admiration and joy, each narrative a testament to the love and resilience that had defined their journey. Back at home, life resumed its usual pace. But something had shifted. Evelyn and Lily carried with them the lessons and memories from their Italian adventure, weaving them into the fabric of their everyday lives. One evening, as they sat together in the living room, Evelyn pulled out the journal they had kept throughout their trip. Flipping through the pages, she marveled at the documented moments of their journey, each entry a snapshot of their growth and connection. "Do you think it's time to add one more entry?" Evelyn suggested, her voice thoughtful. Lily nodded, a smile playing on her lips. "I think so. It feels like a perfect way to honor everything we've experienced." They sat together, pens in hand, and began to write their final entry. Evelyn reflected on the transformative power of their journey, the challenges they had faced, and the love that had guided them through it all. As we conclude our Italian journey, we carry with us a treasure trove of memories and lessons. The love and resilience we've nurtured have strengthened our bond, creating a foundation of trust and understanding that will support us through whatever lies ahead. We embrace the future with open hearts, knowing that our connection is unbreakable and our spirits are intertwined. Lily added her own thoughts, capturing the essence of their shared experience and the hope they felt for the future. This journey has been a testament to the power of love and the strength we find in each other. We have discovered new depths within ourselves and within our relationship, and we are committed to nurturing this bond as we continue to navigate life's adventures together. May we always cherish the memories we've created and remain steadfast in our love and support for one another. As they finished writing, Evelyn and Lily felt a profound sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. Their journey had been more than a trip. It had been a catalyst for healing, growth, and the deepening of their relationship. In the weeks that followed, they continued to build on the foundation they had established, integrating the lessons learned and the love shared into their daily lives. Evelyn found herself more present and engaged, cherishing the moments with Lily and embracing the opportunities for connection that came their way. Lily, inspired by her mother's resilience and wisdom, pursued her passions with renewed vigor. She began volunteering at a local community center, channeling the strength and compassion she had cultivated during their journey. Her relationship with Evelyn flourished, marked by open communication, mutual support, and an unbreakable bond. One sunny afternoon, Evelyn and Lily decided to visit the garden where they had buried their final letters in Italy. Though the physical distance was great, the garden symbolized the enduring connection they shared, a reminder of the journey that had brought them closer together. As they walked through the garden, they found a quiet spot beneath a blossoming cherry tree, mirroring the serenity they had experienced in Italy. Evelyn reached into her bag and pulled out a small, weathered box, the one that had held the letters they had written together. Opening it, they retrieved the letters, now faded but still holding the same powerful words. They read them once more, the emotions and memories flooding back, reaffirming their commitment to each other and the lessons they had learned. "This garden feels like home," Lily remarked, her voice filled with contentment. Evelyn nodded, a serene smile gracing her lips. "It does. It reminds us that no matter where we are, the bonds we share and the love we hold within us remain constant." As they sat beneath the cherry tree, Evelyn and Lily felt a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. Their journey had been a true masterpiece of love, resilience, and enduring connection. A story that would continue to unfold in the chapters of their lives. With hearts full of gratitude and spirits soaring with hope, they embraced the new beginnings that awaited them, knowing that their bond was unbreakable and their love eternal. The months following their return from Italy brought a whirlwind of changes and new opportunities for Evelyn and Lily. The bond they had rekindled and strengthened during their journey continued to grow, laying a foundation of trust and understanding that would support them through the years to come. One crisp spring morning, Evelyn found herself in her garden, tending to the vibrant flowers that had flourished under her care. Each bloom reminded her of the Italian countryside, the memories of their travels blossoming alongside the plants. As she pruned the roses, her phone buzzed with a message from Marta, her lifelong friend. "Evelyn, I'm organizing a community event next month and would love for you and Lily to be involved. Your stories from Italy would be an incredible addition. Let me know." Evelyn smiled, feeling a surge of excitement. The community event was the perfect opportunity to share the lessons and experiences from their journey, inspiring others to strengthen their own relationships. She quickly replied, affirming their participation. Later that day, Evelyn shared the news with Lily over a cup of tea in the kitchen. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the scent of blooming jasmine from the garden. "Lily, Marta reached out about a community event next month. She wants us to share our experiences from Italy. I think it could be a wonderful way to give back and inspire others," Evelyn explained, her eyes twinkling with enthusiasm. Lily nodded, her face lighting up. "That sounds amazing, Mom. I'd love to help. Maybe we can create a presentation or even lead a workshop based on what we learn." The weeks leading up to the event were filled with preparation and anticipation. Evelyn and Lily worked together to compile their stories, reflections, and the valuable lessons they had gathered. They decided to incorporate their letters as a central theme, illustrating the power of written words in healing and strengthening relationships. On the day of the event, the community hall was abuzz with activity. Tables were adorned with fresh flowers, and colorful banners welcomed attendees. Evelyn and Lily set up their presentation area, arranging their journals and the letters that had been so instrumental in their journey. As the event began, Evelyn took the stage, her heart pounding with a mix of nerves and excitement. She glanced at Lily, who gave her an encouraging nod before addressing the audience. "Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Evelyn, and this is my daughter, Lily. We're here to share a journey that has profoundly impacted our lives, one of love, resilience, and the enduring bond between mother and daughter." She began recounting their Italian adventure, from the moment they decided to embark on the trip to the transformative experiences they had shared. Evelyn spoke about the letters she had written, the challenges they had faced, and the deep connections they had formed both with each other and the people they met along the way. "Our letters were more than just words on paper. They were a roadmap of our emotions, our fears, and our hopes. Writing them allowed us to reflect on our lives, understand our strengths, and embrace the journey we were on together," Evelyn explained, her voice steady and filled with emotion. Lily took over, sharing her perspective as a younger generation member and how the journey had reshaped her understanding of her relationship with her mother. "Before this trip, I felt like we were drifting apart, each caught up in our own lives. But traveling together, sharing those intimate moments and stories, brought us closer in ways I never imagined. It taught me the importance of communication, empathy, and the strength we draw from one another," Lily added, her eyes meeting her mother's with gratitude. The audience listened intently, moved by their heartfelt narrative. Evelyn and Lily concluded their presentation by encouraging others to embark on their own journeys of connection and self-discovery. Whether it's through travel, writing, or simply spending quality time together, finding ways to connect and support each other can transform relationships and lives. We hope our story inspires you to take that step and cherish the bonds you share with your loved ones, Evelyn concluded, receiving a warm round of applause. After their presentation, the hall was filled with conversations and shared experiences. Many attendees approached Evelyn and Lily, expressing how their story had resonated deeply and inspired them to strengthen their own relationships. In the weeks that followed, the impact of the event rippled through the community. Evelyn and Lily continued to lead workshops and share their story, fostering a supportive environment where people could explore and enhance their connections with others. Meanwhile, Lily thrived in her role at the community center, channeling the resilience and compassion she had developed during their journey. She launched a mentorship program for young adults, helping them navigate their own challenges and build meaningful relationships. Evelyn, too, found new purpose in her community involvement. She organized book clubs and writing workshops, encouraging others to use writing as a tool for reflection and healing. Her garden, once a personal sanctuary, became a symbol of growth and renewal, where she often hosted gatherings and discussions. One evening, as they sat together in the garden, Evelyn reflected on the path they had traveled. Who would have thought that a simple question in a buried letter would lead us here? Evelyn mused, gazing at the vibrant blooms around them. Lily smiled, leaning against her mother's shoulder. It's amazing how life unfolds. Our journey was filled with challenges, but it also brought so much love and understanding. I'm grateful for every moment we shared. Evelyn reached out, taking Lily's hand in hers. I'm grateful too, Lily. Our journey taught me that it's never too late to reconnect, to heal, and to embrace the future with hope and love. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the garden, Evelyn and Lily felt a profound sense of fulfillment. Their journey had been a testament to the enduring power of love and resilience, a true masterpiece of their lives that would continue to inspire and guide them. With hearts full of gratitude and spirits renewed, they looked forward to the new beginnings that awaited them, knowing that their bond was unbreakable and their love eternal. Thank you so much for watching Evelyn and Lily's heartfelt journey. We hope their story has inspired you to reflect on your own life and the relationships that matter most to you. Now, if you could travel to the past and write a letter to your future self, what would you say? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends and family to help spread the message of love, resilience, and the power of connection. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, cherish every moment and nurture the bonds that make life truly beautiful. Thank you for being a part of our community.